I'm not in Leffen's head. I don't think Leffen's going to stop competing in Melee. I think he's very rightfully so, very frustrated right now. As he should be. I don't think it's dramatic. I just think he's frustrated right now, and this kind of, he's like not lashing out, but it's like a knee-jerk response. I don't think he's gonna stop competing in Melee. It is really frustrating for him though. Undoubtedly, it's like he didn't get to compete last year, obviously. You know, we didn't get to travel, but we still had online tournaments. I still got to play Mango and Zane a bunch, and Wizzy and Plup, right? He didn't get to play them. He barely even gets to play them in friendlies. And now he can't travel again when we all get to travel in person. Like, this is really frustrating for him, obviously. And it sucks. It sucks he's not going to be at Summit, most likely. He's at 100%. I don't rule out anything until the last possible minute because miracles happen, but it sounds like he's not going to be there, which sucks. I don't know what they're going to do for the 16th slot. As far as Leffen goes, I just feel bad for the dude. Like, personal stuff aside, whatever people's opinions of him are, as a competitor, this just fucking sucks. He looked really good in Europe. He destroyed all of Europe in quarantine. No one really came close to him. Even when he was on the box, or the frame 1, in like 2 tournaments, he started winning everything again. He has a Sheik for Zane. He had so many things he want to try out. So, it sucks. It sucks he's not going to be there. I don't know when the end of that's going to be either. And not only that, it's like, the longer you're away from it, the more it's going to take to get back into it, which is, I'm sure, also factoring into his decision why he's kind of knee-jerk saying, I don't want to compete anymore. I just want to focus on Strive. I think he will focus on Strive short-term. I think it's probably healthy for him to focus on Strive short-term than continue trying to push through Melee. But I think he'll be back. It just sucks. I do think that something will pop up where he'll be able to do it, even if he has to, like, I don't know. Hopefully there's like a tournament stretch where it's like he can go quarantine in like Mexico or Canada, find somewhere to stay, so where he has fiber and can play for 2 weeks, stream, and then just do like a long trip, which sucks because again he's going to be away for a while, but that's the best he can realistically hope for at this point. For anyone saying he's going to move to America, no, he's not America, bro. He lives in Sweden. Like, he lives in Sweden. He doesn't want to move. Simple as that. Just live in a country that can complain what brings it. He doesn't actively choose to live in Sweden. He was born in Sweden. He has a family in Sweden. His friends in Sweden. His girlfriend's in Sweden. Like, bro, he's not choosing to live in Sweden. He just happens to have been born there and has an entire life there. At the end of the day, he makes his money from streaming, not from Melee tournaments. So he can just do like, he has to give up something that, yeah, he doesn't want to give up, but he's absolutely allowed to be like, yo, this is fucking absurd. Like, it sucks. It does suck. I think he's absolutely allowed to complain in this regard. Hopefully there's a resolution, but I think for this, he's absolutely allowed to complain. It seems like you can travel if you quarantine beforehand, but again, when your life is a streamer, that makes it a little hard to be able to do that, right? Like, he has a big contract, and people are like, oh, but he makes so much money. Well, yeah, he makes so much money because he streams, he does YouTube, he does all this shit, and if he doesn't do that, he's not going to be able to fulfill his contractual obligations. So it's not easy for him to just get up and travel for like months on end and then just to continue to stream and put out content. That's like very, very exhausting. It sucks. And anyone would be like, oh, just get dual citizenship. Forehead. It's like, bro, HBox took a decade to get dual citizenship. Or to get citizenship in America. I don't know if he has dual citizenship. I don't know where technically is citizenship. It took HBox 10 years to become an American citizen. Right? Something like that. They're talking about HBox. He gets shit done. So clearly he didn't put that off. And he lived in America. So... And on top of that, you're gonna have to do that during a pandemic. Like, have fun, bro. Yeah, RD. Like, exactly. Someone might have to wait 20 years to be a citizen and still isn't one. Like, you can't just move to America, become an American citizen. That's not how it works. It's clearly, like, a complicated process. He has a hard time getting a visa. You think he's just gonna be able to move it? It's like, oh, you can't get this visa. But if you become a citizen, like, we have no problem with that. Like... Huh? Where... Did you think about that for 2 seconds? Like, this isn't going to be an obvious thing where it's like, oh yeah, all of your attorneys and all of your people in head of operations who literally do this for a living just somehow manage to overlook this really easy thing. That's not happening. They have so much of a stake in having Leffen be a brand and wanting Leffen to compete. There's no way they just overlook something. There's clearly a problem with the process that he's trying to... There's, like, clearly a bigger problem. You can get through it. There's nothing else he can really do, which sucks. I don't want to diminish it, but I do want to just say, like, the only thing you can do is move on. Easier to say than done. Easier said than done for me. I'm the one sitting here going to Summit in a week, too. It will kind of feel wrong not having him at Summit. It feels like we don't really know who's, like, the best right now, which does suck, but hopefully, hopefully we can just make the best of it.